What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Satisfactory 1.2 Experimental. So, in the last episode, we left off with, getting this thing actually started, and we had an objective or a milestone up there for getting the chainsaw. I got the chainsaw off camera, and I cut down all of the trees. All of the trees are gone right here. There's still a big old area over there I could definitely go get some stuff from, but I cut down all the trees up there. So, with that, I now have solid biofuel inside of here, which runs for almost half a minute per biofuel. So it's going to last for a little while, that's for sure. So right now, if we look, if I take this out, that was 22.5 seconds. If I put the normal biofuel in, that's only 9 seconds. So let's put our biofuel back in there. Get it all up and pretty. Go ahead and match this one off to the 200 as well. And then, so because of that, we now have the milestone of base building. That is a big milestone that I need to get done. So right now that milestone requires concrete, iron plates, and iron rods. And I am recording this rather concurrent to the other one, so it's pretty close to being the same as the other one. I'm recording it in the same day, so I haven't been able to see any comments or anything from anybody. So I hope everybody is enjoying this series, and I hope everybody is looking forward to more with this series. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and see about what the possibilities of getting the other iron here working for me. Because if I can get this other iron node going, that would double my iron. And I could utilize one to run sheets and one to run rods. So obviously, in order to do that, if I go into my build, I need, the space elevator's coming. I need a miner Mark 1, a smelter, and a constructor. So I need a lot of stuff off the right side of the screen. As you see, I need 10 concrete, 10 iron plates, 1 portable miner, 8 cables, which I can make the cables pretty easily, 2 reinforced iron plates, and 5 iron rods. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the iron rods that I have there, and I'm going to utilize those to make some screws, because I need quite a bit of screws to make my 2 reinforced iron plates. So my rods is still complete. I haven't wasted all of that, so those are still complete. So I can go ahead and make iron ingots, and I need 12 iron plates in order to completely make 2 reinforced iron plates. So I can get my reinforced iron plates done. We can get the cable pretty well done. Okay, that's done, that's done. Now I need concrete, which is being made, and then I need more iron plates. And then I also have to make a portable miner. Ugh. I don't know what the portable miner requires to be made. I don't remember. What do you require to be made? I can make 2 of you. So let's go ahead and make up 1 of yous. Still need iron plates, and I still need concrete. So I need 10 concrete, which I should have. Yep. Got my 10 concrete there, and then I'm going to go into here and snag the iron ingots from you. Much appreciate. And then from here, we're going to come over and we're going to make our iron plates. I'm going to make a whole bunch of them because I'm going to need them in order to move the conveyor belt over this way. And then I'm also going to need to see about making power poles to reach that far, because this power pole currently is rocking 4 inputs. So unfortunately, I can't build off of that power pole, but I can build off of this one and pull the power pole this way. Now it's going to make it to where I don't have enough to build that. So let's see. Can I still make my miner? I can. I can put the miner, I'll put it facing that way. And then we're going to go cable to it. Can I make the smelter? I can. The smelter I'm going to run right there, and then I'm also going to run a cable from that to that smelter. And we're going to have you do iron ingots, and then you obviously do the iron. So we're going to grab some conveyor belts, run it over there. That should start pumping raw iron into it. And then, so now we need the wire or the cables in order to make the constructor. The constructor is the next phase of this. So if we go in here, we should be able to make a couple more cables. Not enough, unfortunately, but fortunately speaking, I should have some copper wire in here. I do, not a whole lot, but I had some. So I'm going to make the last copper, or the last cable that I needed. Go ahead and build another constructor right here. And I'm going to set this constructor to make iron plates. This constructor is going to need a cable ran from there to it. I need 2 cables for that, so I need to make a couple more cables. So I'm going to make a couple more cables real quick, get that thing hooked up, and then we will have a production of copper. I just sounded like a pillager. We'll have a production of copper. Why do I just want to say copper? And storage container I need plates for. So this is going to make me my plates. I'm going to steal some more iron ingots from this. I do apologize for thefting from you, but I need it for iron plates so I can make a storage unit for my iron plates. So now I can make a storage container here. We'll put it there. And then we'll check to see I have 5. Is that going to be enough? No, I need 8 iron plates for that. Okay. So with that, I can make a couple more iron plates. That'll put me at 9. And then I can open number 3 and go forward, not backward, and connect that there. Now that is going to pump iron plates into this, along with my iron rods that are going into here, which means we are almost to 100. We're almost to, actually, hold on. We are 8, my voice cracked, 8 away from completing that one. So we haven't needed copper yet, so that's okay. Do need quite a bit of concrete, though. And we'll throw that in there, too. So now we're just going to go ahead and hang out and wait for the rest of these items to be made. Should get one more coming through here in a second. Yep, I got one more coming through. Awesome. Now we can go ahead and throw that in there. The iron rods are completed. So now we're just going to hang out, chill, relax, wait for this thing to fill up with 100 of them, and we're also going to wait for that to fill up with more concrete. So the best plan right now would be to go ahead and top off our biofuel right here, make sure it's nice and full. And we're going to go ahead and climb up here and go AFK. I still would like to move this possibly up there, or because there is that water source, I might utilize that later for the power plant for the coal generation once we have access to that. When that's going to happen, I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and go AFK, and I will see you guys once we have everything that we need in order to complete the milestone for base building. All right, so we definitely should have everything that I need to go ahead and complete this task. I'm going to go ahead and hop down off of here, go check you. Oh, yep, definitely have enough there. How are you guys doing on biofuel? Not bad. Like I said, the bars are already complete, and oh, yep. Definitely have enough of that as well. So we're going to go ahead and send this stuff off. Oof. Oh, hello. Oh, fly, fly, be free.
Are now available for improving foundations in the event that
Go, be free. All right, so with that, now we have the ability for foundations and walls, which means we can actually start moving these structures into, ooh, pretty. I can start actually moving these structures onto actual platforms and utilizing my space a little better. So I haven't messed with the copper recently. I want to see iron. I know those two nodes there, and then there's one there. About 200 meters that way, 174 that way, so yeah, I've got some relatively close to me, but I think my best bet right now is probably still these ones. So I should start working on some form of a foundation. So obviously I need some... is there a grid mode? Build menu. Oh. Okay. There is. That is a good snapping point for the foundation there. So then it takes the same amount of everything to do the basics, right? So I was thinking, you know, I've got this one sitting in the dirt, and then I don't really want to have, you know, too much sitting off of the dirt. Why did you respawn? Oh, that's cool looking. I like that. So obviously, you know, I want the main portion of this base to be floating, is what I'm trying to get at. So if I were to build right now another foundation here, another big foundation, I think there would be the right place. Just like that, and then, oh wait, no. And then that one on top of there. That looks a little off, but kind of like it, because it shows, like, how big it is. I wish there was a way to build multiple. You know what I mean? Like, click here and say, hey, let's drag out that way. I don't know if there is or not, but let's see. So there's, what are you? I can scan you. Are you copper? No. Are you iron? No. Yes. So that is another iron node over there. Okay. So I don't think I'm going to have enough to be able to finish all of this right now. Well, at least not on my person. Strictly speaking, yeah, I should have enough to finish this entire thing. I just wish I could... Wait, what? Build mode default? Zoop? Vertical? What is zoop? That's zoop? So there is a way to do it. Ah! There is a way. So zoop. Missing sheets. That's cool. I didn't know that was an option. So zoop. Zoop is the option. I just like saying that word, zoop. Zoop. Zoop is a funny word. Zoop. I gotta stop. So, obviously, with this, I can go ahead and take boom, 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 boom. Go grab some more concrete too. Go grab some more concrete too. So now with all of this being built the way that I have it, well, not being built the way that I have it, but building this the way that I am, obviously I'll be able to build a lot more, a lot better things, a lot bigger things. So wait, what was the build option for vertical? Oh, let's go zoop again. Build it out that way. I want to see how close am I to this. Okay, so I am like right on this dirt here, so I don't want that there. So this is where the part of my foundation is going to be finished. Then we'll put one more there. Remember, you have Zoop on, so don't be dumb. Give me the power slug. Yay, power slug. So now that I know... Shut up, ADA lady. So now that I know roughly the size that I can build here, I should be able to... Let's go. Zoop. Oh, I forgot that's not actually built. That line up? It does. Okay, cool. So that also clears that dirt there. What are you? Oh, you're coal. Okay, so with this, let's go ahead and zoop and finish all of this. I wish I could take it and, like, you know, trajectory it the other way. This will be my last bit of zooping here. I really like that word. Fill all that in? Yes. Did it fill everything in over here? Yes. Okay, cool. So, crouch jump. Crouch jump. So now with this having been built, this little platform, I might extend it out that way. I need to put a foot on that one, but I might extend it out that way a little closer to the MAM. And then, you know, just build staircases up. I don't think I do have ramps. Okay. So I could build a little staircase going up, but I might pull it a little closer to the MAM that way. It'll also get me closer to the iron nodes that I have over there. So if I were to zoop out this way and build there, I think that could be doable. Obviously, you know, I still need to be able to configure and use everything that I have. How did I line that up so perfectly? All right, foundation. Now we need to swap you into vertical. One more. Come on, one more. Yeah, like that. Vertical. Like so. Perfect. Not perfect. Yay. Much better. All right, so now if we bounce back into Zoop, grab more foundations, I should be able to fill all of this in. Correction, I am out of concrete, so no, I cannot fill all of that in. But we're going to go ahead and run up here to the top, go see what we're looking at, go see what we can do. So obviously I need to have my iron pull into the same area. I need to have the copper pull in, and I need to have everything else pull in, like the limestone and all that stuff. So this is going to give us a massive, massive area for actually... Oh, look, more power slug. This is going to give us a massive, massive area to actually build out flat and make it look better. So the factory will get better. Now, our copper node's right there, but I believe that should be another copper right there. Yes, that is another copper right there. So we do have... We've got a copper there, and then, you know, copper's all the way out that way and out that way, and, you know, all that fun stuff. No, looks like all the copper is in that direction. Oh, great. That's awesome. Yay. So what we need to work on building with this is we need to, A, get the constructors, smelters, all that stuff up here. Now, do I want it? The copper, obviously, I could jump right into there, and then the limestone, I could probably pull it over and jump it right in next to where the copper is as well, or just have the coppers all go right here. So if I were to deconstruct this smelter and then go into production, create a new smelter, and put this one right about there, which then should allow me to put the, what do I need for a miner Mark 1? So, what's up, ugly? Come here. Come back here, you fast little butt crack. All right, so this will be relatively easy to get now that I have this. So, can I get that leaf? No. Open, pick up miner, craft the new miner, and then we're gonna conveyor belt from here up to there. Good. So that will work. Now, if I put another smelter, need 1, 2, let's do three smelters, because we're going to be doing the smelters for the copper. So if I run out here, run, jump, sprint, you know, all that fun stuff. If I go this way, we should find the next copper node right here next to this guy, which obviously I don't care about you. Go. Ow. Stop it. Eventually we'll get better things to deal with those critters, but as of right now, that's what we've got. So this is our next mining point right here, which we're going to put into that smelter up there. And then I believe the next copper should be relatively close-er. What are you? You're iron. Oop, I also see a power slug to my left. Let's go grab the shiny thing. Deal with these big meanie butts. Hey, 2 against 1 is not a very fair fight, I just gotta say. Now it's 1-on-1. Yeah, that's what I thought, punk. Oh, wait, what? You're still alive? I thought you died. Now you're dead. I think he just knocked himself out. Go grab this power slug. That's another blue power slug, so we've got 2 blue power slugs now. That's good. What are you? Copper ore. You're not a copper node. I need a copper node. Where is my next copper node? Hey, you're right over the hill. Then yeah, every other one is over there. There's another one that way, but we're not going to worry about that. We're just wanting to find these base copper nodes, get rid of the monsters, the butt heads that are on it. Thank you. So we have 3 copper nodes now, which those copper nodes are all going to be tied into this one side. Obviously, ideally, we would get another, what is that? Other than nuts, what is this? Hello? Are you a summer sloop? Yeah, you are a summer sloop. ADA, what? The Summer Sloop was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fix-It and head of the R&D department. There are many theories. Oh wait, you guys are hearing that.
Mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way into both human and extraterrestrial
I think this is another iron.
You don't need to. Fun fact: the planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted called Marie's Awesome Scientific.
This is another iron node, so that's good. Oh, give me the leaves. Don't care about mining the iron. Give me the leaves. Okay, so we can pull 2 more coppers in on this side and possibly another iron. Now, I might reroute this iron to go up to the same side, facing each other. So if I've got copper working this side, I can have iron working the other side. And then I can have limestone come in right there, because I think that might actually be my only limestone relatively close by. Oh, I guess there's another one right over there. So I could have them both work in on this side. Now I only need assemblers for that. So it'd be 2 assemblers on this side. Not a big deal. So now the iron that I'm trying to work out, which I am out of power. That could be an issue. Yep, that would be an issue. Go ahead and throw 200 into you and throw 152 into you. Go ahead and turn you back on. That's good. So now these things are back up and running, which means I can get more concrete. And I have enough iron plates, so I'm not worried about that. I'm going to go ahead and drop the summer sloop and the slugs off. That way I don't lose them or anything like that, and I have room for my precious materials that I actually need and care about. I don't particularly care about the other things. So with the iron, with this one being here and that one being there, I want them both to come up to this side. So I would have to figure this out. Logistics, I don't have. I don't have the logistics that I actually want for this, unfortunately. So we're going to see in this logistics, what do we get? Conveyor lift Mark 1. That's what I want. So we'll put all of that in there. Then if we come over to this, we should have enough poles. But I don't have the copper up and running like I need it to be. This has nothing in it. So we're going to go ahead and dismantle that. Dismantle these. Make some more foundations out in front of this. Okay, so that's good. I have more foundations out in front of that. Now I need to run a power pole up on top of this, which I can't because I'm missing wire. So if I pull this power pole, I should be able to put one up there. I really don't like where that just placed itself, but getting up there is not an easy task. Actually, it is because of this conveyor belt, so thank you. But I need this thing to run and get me copper because I don't have copper production. So you are going to make copper ingots. Cool, thank you. And then in front of you, I'm going to be making a constructor right there, which in turn will make wire. And then you will get a conveyor belt connecting you two. don't like the placement of that power pole, so I'm going to fix that with placing a new one right here. And then we're going to connect that one to there. You're going to connect to you, connect to you, connect to you. Well, heck. That puts me in the bit of a pickle, don't it? Wait. No, it doesn't, because I have copper ore I can put into this, which will then in turn make what I need. So if I throw the copper ore into there, that's going to produce copper ingots, which this will then produce copper wire. Yay. So I'm learning. I have 2. Now I have no power. I blew a fuse, apparently. How on earth did I blow a fuse? You're not even connected to as many things as you were connected to earlier. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, my max consumption is a lot higher than I need it to be. It's his fault. I blame Big Bertha over there. Okay, so I should be able to make a biomass burner now, but I need 25 wire in order to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and set something to standby. Which I think I might just stand by you. Standby. 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 You turn on. Working? Working. We have production. Good. We have production now. So, with the utilization of that, I should be able to... I'm going to go ahead and pull this power from this, which will shut that off. Shut all that off. I'm going to pull the power from you, which will give my connections up here perfect amount of power, which is good. I need that power up here because I'm going to make another power pole, or 2 or 3, I don't know. I'm going to make a lot of power poles up here. So I can't, just let me jump. There we go. Yeah, I definitely need to get ladders going. So if I were to build another power pole right there, then I could pull the power from you and you, do a new power pole or power line to that one. That will then give me power there and there. And I could also utilize that power to go to there. Which means that is going to be running, doing its thing. You gave me copper wire, which is good, because I need 300 of it. So I'm going to let this thing run for a little while. I believe it stacks in 500s. So we should be able to sit here for a little while. Let that do the thing that I need it to do. Foundation, I'm going to set to 5. How do I set this? Hover plus number. There we go. Okay, so hover plus number gave me that. Cool. And then I also need to make a biomass burner, which can make another one, but I think I'm going to hold off on that because our iron levels are good right now. Our iron production is good. Those can hold off, so I'm going to let those things just chill out down there for right now. They're not doing anything. You are still producing concrete like I need you to, and you are producing wire, so I'm going to go AFK for a little while longer, let this thing do its thing on the wire, and then I'll come back to you guys once we have enough wire to complete the logistics aspect of this so we can actually start making this look a little nicer. All right, so I kind of fell asleep. Yeah, I took a nap, but not after, you know, building another biomass burner. hooking it to the system so I can turn my iron and stuff production back on. Because, yeah, I'm going to need those plates and rods. So now we're going to do the tricky thing of making our way back up to here, which I do have a plan to fix this. I do have a plan to make this a little less tricky, a little easier to get up onto. Go ahead and do some crouch jumping. Yep. Take one of those. Do some slide, crouch, jumpies, and we're going to fall right off the edge of this world. Ouch, my ankle. And we're going to come over here. We're going to go ahead and throw that in there. And we're going to do this. Also, you'll see there is quite literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2,000 and 87 biomass.
Investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean.
No thanks.
Breathe in. Visualize all the people relying on you. The
I don't want
sea is
to.
made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes.
Well, that sucks
Breathe
for
out.
them.
Feel refreshed and focused on your duties.
Okay. So now with this, we have logistics. We have the conveyor belt Mark 4. Mark 4. God, I wish it was the Mark 4. We have the conveyor belt Mark 1, which will allow us to actually start lifting things into our base as opposed to just running belts up into it. So it will make it look a little better. Will you stop coming back, you demon? Ouch. Die. Thank you. So we're going to go ahead and delete this rail. And then we're going to take our conveyor belt Mark 4. Why do I keep wanting to call it a Mark 4? It's a Mark 1. And we're going to put that there. And then we're going to take our conveyor belt and connect it there. That way now everything will feed into the system and go up rather than, you know, not going up. So now I still can't get up there easily. I need to work on that. So if we go over to our MAM, we're not going to be able to actually utilize the MAM yet, or quite yet. Just, well, not MAM. This isn't a MAM. I haven't built the MAM yet. The hub. So field research will give me the MAM and the map and personal storage box and hard drive and 3 inventory slots and yada, 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 yada. Part assembly is something we'll need for the space elevator, and then logistics Mark II we can get, which will give us, you know, the Mark II belts, which right now I'm not too worried about the Mark II belts. I'm not worried about the jump pads either. They're not very important to me. The main thing I'm worried about right now is the actual fix-it sink. So with the fix-it sink, you can earn points and buy things with it. So that is what I'm currently trying to look at getting. So I need to look and see. I have the ability to make the 3 smelters that I want to make. So if we go ahead and climb back up onto our thing, our nice little factory that we're working on building, we're going to slide jump over here. We're going to build smelter number 1 right here. Rotate. Put it there. Put it there. So that will allow me to bring that. That's iron. That'll allow me to bring that copper node and another copper node that's out that direction. If I go ahead and scan, we should see where it's at. There should be one right there, and then another one a little bit further out. Yeah, all the way out there. So that'll allow me to bring those to these, which I'm also going to go into logistics and set this one as 6. That way I'm able to just, you know, make it pretty easily. Put that there. Put that there. So now we have the ability to bring those other ones in here pretty easily. And then we're going to start working. Ooh, nuts. We're going to start working on bringing the limestone, because I did find another limestone node out that way. So we'll find that one. And then there should be another one, yep, right there, that we're going to work on bringing in. Same with that one, probably we're going to work. It's right there. That was all covered with trees. Not anymore. That's all in my inventory now. But we're going to work on moving those ones over here as well. So we also need to work on getting the iron up top. So now the iron's going to be a little trickier just because of the fact that the nodes are, well, relatively spread out. I've got one node there, one node there, one node over there, and then if we scan, I believe I saw some more over that way. I thought I saw some more over that way. I guess not. But there's one there, one there, one there, and one right here. So, I mean, we're going to have to move them all in here somehow. So if we go ahead and do the production, which is smelters, we want to make a couple of these, but I want them to be right there. And I can put in line with each other. Like so. That should give me enough smelters. How many was that? 5? I don't have any concrete, so I can't build any more platforms. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 of them. Okay, so now if I were to go ahead and delete this, because we have a buildup of a bunch up there, so I'm not really worried about it, or not a bunch up there. We have a buildup of plates and sheets and rods and whatnot there, so I'm not all too worried about it. So now if we go into our logistics here, we can bring all of these down to roughly the same level. Yeah, those are all roughly the same level. Okay. So then if we take a belt, we should be able to run, I think I'm going to run this one here, because we'll have more that come over that need to go into that one. So we'll run that belt there, and then this miner here, we're going to delete, and we're going to place back down, but we're going to place it facing this direction with a power line going from there to there. And then we're going to conveyor belt it up there like that. So now those are all moving up with, I love how that works. That looks so cool. So now that one's going to start pumping out iron and pushing it up that one as well. Then we need to get iron moving from over there, but I need to grab some more concrete so we can finish filling in this floor, essentially finish filling in the floor. But we're going to go ahead and delete these smelters and assemblers while we're here. Just that way it's not, you know, crowding up a whole lot of space that I don't have. I'll just go ahead and dump the raw resources into there. I'm not worried about taking those. Raw resources into there. Wait, give me that and give me those, because I will need them for building, and I'll need some more rods, and I'll need the... Did I throw plates in here? No, I've got my plates on me. Okay, that's good. So now if we look into the concrete, I can grab a whole bunch of that stuff, and we can go ahead and go number 5. Default mode, we want Zoop. And we should have, what, 2 more layers to go? And that should be all of that completed. Good. All the floor is filled in. So that's just what I wanted to do. Okay, cool. So now with that doing that thing, we can come up here and actually start our other production. So over here where we have the iron, I'm going to need to figure out power for up here, obviously, but over here where we have the iron, we're going to put a constructor in front of that one. You lined up? You're lined up there. Put a constructor in front of that one. Now we can't put a constructor in front of that one because it's too close together. So I think what we're going to have to do is dismantle these. Honestly, I'll probably take that one too. I'll get rid of this and this and this and this and this. So with the smelter, I want it there. And is there a way to lock hologram? Yeah, that's right where I want it. So let's go ahead and unlock hologram. That was where I wanted it. I wanted it built there. Can I build with the lock? Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. So unlock, lock. That's where I want it. Go ahead and build that. Now, if we go ahead and get a constructor, we can lock that hologram. And see, are we over the edge? We are not. Let's go ahead and build that there. Now we can take the constructor and put it as close to the other constructor as possible. And then get a smelter to tie into that one, locking the hologram. That's sticking too far out. Think that's right where I want it? Yes. So now with that, if I take my belts, I can connect belts straight through. And you're going to be set to plates, and then you are going to be set to rods. So then the next one that comes in, it'll be another constructor, which I don't have what I need to make the constructor, but it'll be another constructor and then another constructor on top of it. Or in front of it, because I'll be using that one to make rods, and then from the rods I'll make screws specifically. So I do have a plan for that. Now I just need to get everything tied back in, because obviously those aren't tied in anymore. And I need to work on getting the other portion of this build set up the way that I wanted to set it up. So honestly, I don't care if these are at different levels right now, just due to the fact that, you know, I'm going to have to actually tie them together better. So it does kind of suck having, you know, the nodes so far away from each other like that. I'd rather them be closer together and, you know, look a little cleaner, but you got to do what you got to do, right? So from here, I'm going to go ahead and work on the expansion that I wanted to do. What I plan on doing is, if I take number 5, I'll zoop it out this way. Can I go one more? No? Okay. So if I do that, what it gives me is the ability to put ramps up. Now, I'm not going to make it as big as this one is. I'll probably keep that one layer there good, or probably make it 2 layers wide, because if we look here, whoa, who just texted me? What I'm trying to say is, if we look, it gets awful close to that miner, and I don't want that to happen. So what I'm thinking is I'll probably do that wide. That way, you know, it's not interfering with the miner. I can get rid of this one, this one, this one, and this, and this. And then I can build, if we go to 5, open that, R to vertical. built that there. That puts a little support foundation there, and then I'll put one there as well. And then we'll make another layer that comes down and gets a little bigger as well, so that we can move the that thing up on top of a platform and, you know, get my power set up for the generation that I'm going to be needing for right now. So I will see you guys in a little bit, because I'm going to work on all that, and hopefully by the time I come back, we will have a decent little setup going, and I can show you guys what it's looking like. So I will be right back. It'll be a quick second for you, but it'll be a couple minutes for me, or probably an hour or two. So I'll see you guys shortly. All right. So after a little while, I now have a platform with my hub on it with 2 more biofuel. Didn't I set you guys to standby? Okay. I don't know why you look like you're running when you're set to standby. Interesting. But I do have them pretty well set up to be able to run power all the way down. Yeah, I know I probably don't need this many poles throughout this, but I'm having fun with my power poles. And as of right now, they're just power pole Mark 1s. So they're going to keep doing what I want them to do. I think eventually there are lights that you can get that are like the cables are lights, kind of like Christmas light-esque. Yeah, I do. Okay. I just needed to see if I had any copper wire, which I do, so I can make cables pretty easily. And I do have a way to get up here. I did take that into account. So obviously, you know, I want my coal generation to be down there once it's done. So, or once I'm able to build the coal generation, and I have the line running up there. So I still need to get all of the other copper things into the copper things. Copper things into the copper things. I need to get all of my copper running, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I need to get all these other copper nodes actually up into place. I should be able to run a power line straight from there to that. And then this one will go there. This one, can I connect to any of these? Nope, that's 4 of 4, that's 4 of 4. That would be 4 of 4 there. Okay, so if I do that, that's all that connected. Boom, and then boom. I could run another power pole back here. Jump off of that and say go there and go there. You are making iron ingots. You are making iron rods. You are making iron ingots. You are making iron sheets, iron plates. So that's good. That means that's actually working the way that I want it to, which is good. You're making concrete. And it is currently raining. Gross. So now with this here, I should be able to run a power line from there to there, which will turn all of that back on because that was never altered. So that should turn all of that back on. Now, granted, I might get rid of that because I don't like that extra power pole there, but that should be okay. So if we run down to our biomass burner, we should be able to say, or our biomass stuff, we should be able to say turn on, which is going to blow the fuse. Good. Because now I turn all of that on and boom. Fuses are all back up and running. These are all in the green. So everything should be running the way that I want it to and the way I want it to look. So we're good there. We've got concrete coming up. I need to get the other one over here, and I need to get the other copper set up as well. I don't think I have any more reinforced iron plates because, let's see. I need for this, I need to go to production. I need 2 smelters, 2 more constructors, so I need 4 iron plates. Or reinforced iron plates, I should say. So here, if we go and make some screws... Now I can make my 4 iron plates. Okay, so what we're going to do up here is I'm also going to move the equipment workstation up here. Don't worry about that. Eventually, we'll get into like jetpacks and, you know, having that higher power production, the faster ability to be able to move and do things. So if we come here, we can put a constructor there, which means I am going to have to move that power pole. Disassemble that constructor because that's where I want it. That's not where I wanted it. I wanted it as close to this one as possible. And then the next one will be as close to this one as possible as well. Boom. Done like that. So now we need to rerun our power over to this stuff. So if we come out here, we should be able to run a power pole there. And we will also run a power pole here. So from this one, we're going to connect to you. And then we're going to connect to you. And you are also going to connect to that one. And then from out here, I can't put that one there because it's not in line with anything. I don't like it not being in line. So we'll do power line to you, power line to you. So those both have power now. I'm also going to have making copper wire. And then I need to build 2 smelters. Production, smelter. There. Smelter. There. Good. So now I've got the 2 extra smelters that I needed. Now I just have to figure out how to run power over to them. My mouth tastes funny all of a sudden. And I need to run power out to that. So I think I am going to go ahead and actually put a power pole where I don't want one. And slap it right here. That way I can actually run power to it. So we'll go power line there to you. Then which one of yous don't have power anymore? You have power now. You have power. 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 So they all have power now. So in order to make 2 more miners, I need 2 more mini miners. I've got everything else that I need to make the 2 miners, but I need 2 more mini miners. Portable miners, that's what they're called. So if I come over here, we're going to go ahead and rebuild special equipment station. Oh, I can make 41 of them, so I'm good. Didn't know I could make 41 of them. All right, so with that, we need to get our other iron nodes, other copper nodes. But for that, I think we're going to need to go ahead and grab some more plates, which should be in this one. No, that's rods. This one. Because I will need to make more conveyor belts running out this way. And I think, honestly, this factory is starting to come out pretty nice. Starting to look pretty good. So we're going to go find our other 2 copper nodes that we found once before. One that way, and then there's one a little further out. I see you, copper. So now we're going to go production, miner. We're going to place it facing that way. We're also going to build a power pole out here because I'll need it. And then we're going to run power lines over to the next one. Real quick, run power lines over this hill. If I can remember where it's at. Whoa. Okay, it's over there. Stop bogarting the nuts. Share the nuts. Thank you. All right, coming up on the copper node should be just on the other side of this hill. There it is. Hello. So we're going to go ahead and build the miner there. Hey, stop running a... He did a spin. And then we're going to run another power pole out here. So we have power. Power to that. Power to... Let's go ahead and run a power line there. Probably up on top of the hill so that we can connect to it. Hopefully this won't overdo our system. Because that is another iron node here, I believe. Yes, iron. So back to my power line. We're going to run that one to there. That one's going to connect. Wire's too long. I was like, why are you not connecting? Let's get it to where wire is just barely too long. Back up, right there. And so now instead of this power line going straight to this miner, it's going to run from there to here and then back to the miner. So now all of those are actually mining the way that I want them to, which is good. No. Try that again. What is default mode for this? Oh. We're going to run right there next to it. Going to grab number 6, bring you on down, rotate you around. 3. Go into there. And then number 6, bring you down. Put you right there. And then we're going to run some... I think I'm going to backtrack this conveyor belt. I know this conveyor belt system is not the best, just due to the fact that, you know, I don't have the next one, and I would prefer not to use conveyor belts, like, as much as possible. But luckily I do have enough concrete and plates and rods and everything to be able to do this, but... Okay, not clipping through the ground. I do like to make sure that my belts don't clip through the ground. I hate when they do that. Ooh, getting some lag out of it already. I have not experienced this much lag in this game in a very long time. See, if I were to go straight to it, it would clip through the ground, and I don't want it to clip through the ground. Now you're going to start pushing it out. Good. Luckily, we can use the conveyor belts to run a little faster. So thankfully, this is all working the way that I want it to. So that's good. So now once we get the copper up into the beginning, up at to the base, we will have a successful successful copper route going. Good. Iron, I need to get the next node hooked up, but I think I'm going to save that for the next episode because, I mean, in reality, we've gotten quite a few things done. Yeah, like this copper hasn't even reached that node yet. Or that copper hasn't even reached that conveyor belt yet. It's kind of funny to me. I really need to get another concrete one going. I also need to build some more storage containers just because of the fact that, you know, well, my storage is going to get full pretty quickly if I just have those things running. F? Well, we can delete that one. That means the concrete's done down here. I wish you could feed things into the hub, but I know you can't, unfortunately, so it is what it is. But I do need to remove that. I can also go over to this and say, take that, take all of what I have there, and you're pretty darn close to being complete. Hold up. Wait a minute. I have more wire right there. Now I just need rods, which are down there. Haha, that was smart. At least I thought it was.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program.
Organization.
Also known as Awesome. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the Awesome Resource Sink will grant Fixit coupons.
Okay.
These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more.
I'm going to put you in
Next time
7.
you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Go the extra kilometer rather than the extra mile. I like that. Throw the other concrete that I have into there. Good. This will just allow the storage to actually, you know, house everything that I need it to. So let's go ahead and sort that. And, you know, continue production. Let it keep doing its thing. So I am going to move this one. So I am going to take this. I'm going to build organization, build another one here. Oh, I don't have my iron rods. I seriously dropped all of my plates off at 2. Why? Sometimes I do things that I don't quite understand, and sometimes I understand why I do things that I shouldn't. And this is a moment where I don't quite understand why I just did what I did. Then this one, I think I'm going to put another constructor out in front of it. Or, no, I'm going to put the constructor out in front of this one. I mean, that power pole's pretty much in it. But if I build another constructor here, I can utilize it to make cables. Oh, I should probably set you to copper ingots, shouldn't I? Add some belts. So I think I take that back. I'm going to put this organization, this storage tote here. Put it there. Go make some more reinforced iron plates and some more cables. Yeah, cables. Go get those built up real quick so that I can actually do what I need to do with it. If you guys understand what I'm saying. I want it to make wire or cables for me. I don't want to be making the cables myself. I want it to produce them on its own. So if I build another constructor out in front of that other one, I can utilize it to make what I need it to make. So if I come here and say production constructor, yeah, it's encroaching on another object, which is in fact the power pole. So go ahead and dismantle that. I am going to push it out a little further so it's not encroaching on the power pole. To be able to run that there, and then you are going to produce cables. 2, I need to run power to you. No, there. Not what I wanted to do. And then we're going to make an organization object for the storage container here. And bada boom, bada bing. We now have a production of cables for us. Have you still not gotten here? Okay, so I want that to produce, so I'm going to take 100 out of it, throw 100 into that. That will give that time to actually get here. I didn't realize that hadn't gotten here yet, but all right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. We still have a long way to go, but if we go ahead and go into our camera mode, we can see just how much we've actually gotten started today and actually gotten done today. So our factory is looking a little more clean, a little more organized. As you see, we've got iron production here, limestone and concrete there. We've got our copper production over there with 3 copper actually running into, I don't know why I just said it like that, but 3 copper running into it. And I see a bunch more nodes out there, which look like they're probably all iron. So we can definitely see, I knew I saw 2 over that way. I went over this way earlier. to try to get to those trees. But yeah, regardless, I'm not wanting to utilize this as a cheat method to find things. I'm just wanting to show you guys what I have successfully done. So yeah, yeah, I have a massive factory actually started. So we are pretty successful in that fashion, I will have to say so. But I will see you guys in the next one. Y'all take it easy.